A genius is often merely a talented person who has done all of his or her homework.
I find out what the world needs. Then I go ahead and try to invent it. When I have finally decided that a result is worth getting, I go ahead on it and make trial after trial until it comes. The world owes nothing to any man, but every man owes something to the world. Fools call wise men fools. A wise man never calls any man a fool. If we all did the things we are really capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves.
To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk. The man who doesn't make up his mind to cultivate the habit of thinking misses the greatest pleasure in life.
Never get discouraged if you fail. Learn from it. Keep trying. Learn with both your head and hands. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Being busy does not always mean real work. The object of all work is production or accomplishment, and to either of these ends there must be forethought, system, planning, intelligence, and honest purpose, as well as perspiration. Seeming to do is not doing. I never did anything by accident, nor did any of my inventions come by accident. They came by work. Restlessness is discontent, and discontent is the first necessity of progress. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man and I will show you a failure. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. There's a way to do it better, find it. The best thinking has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. I start where the last man left off. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. The value of an idea lies in the using of it. Not everything of value in life comes from books. Experience the world. Hard work, nothing to divert my thought, clear air and simple food made my life very pleasant. Vision without execution is hallucination. I've never made a mistake. I've only learned from experience. Inspiration can be found in a pile of junk. Sometimes, you can put it together with a good imagination and invent something. 5% of the people think, 10% of the people think they think, and the other 85% would rather die than think. The three great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile are: first, hard work; second, stick-to-itiveness; third, common sense. To do much clear thinking, a person must arrange for regular periods of solitude when they can concentrate and indulge the imagination without distraction. There is no supernatural. We are continually learning new things. There are powers within us which have not yet been developed, and they will develop. I'd put my money on the sun and solar energy. What a source of power! I hope we don't have to wait until oil and coal run out before we tackle that. The doctor of the future will give no medicine but will instruct his patient in the care of the human frame, in diet and in the cause and prevention of disease. They may even discover the germ of old age. The thing I lose patience with the most is the clock. Its hands move too fast. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. I do not believe in the God of the theologians, but that there is a supreme intelligence I do not doubt. I have more respect for the fellow with a single idea who gets there than for the fellow with 1,000 ideas who does nothing. The successful person makes a habit of doing what the failing person doesn't like to do. Never go to sleep without a request to your subconscious. The greatest invention in the world is the mind of a child. People are not remembered by how few times they fail, but by how often they succeed. Every wrong step is another step forward. The secret of success is focus of purpose. Time is really the only capital that any human being has, and the only thing he can't afford to lose. A good intention, with a bad approach, often leads to a poor result. A teacher sent the following note home with a 6-year-old boy: "He is too stupid to learn." That boy was Thomas A Edison. Negative results are just what I want. They're just as valuable to me as positive results. I can never find the thing that does the job best until I find the ones that don't. Failure is really a matter of conceit. People don't work hard because, in their conceit, they imagine they'll succeed without ever making an effort. Most people believe that they'll wake up someday and find themselves rich. Actually, they've got it half right, because eventually they do wake up. The first requisite for success is the ability to apply your physical and mental energies to one problem incessantly without growing weary. The most necessary task of civilization is to teach people how to think. It should be the primary purpose of our public schools. The mind of a child is naturally active, it develops through exercise. Give a child plenty of exercise, for body and brain. The trouble with our way of educating is that it does not give elasticity to the mind. It casts the brain into a mold. It insists that the child must accept. It does not encourage original thought or reasoning, and it lays more stress on memory than observation. There will one day spring from the brain of science a machine or force so fearful in its potentialities, so absolutely terrifying, that even man, the fighter, who will dare torture and death in order to inflict torture and death, will be appalled, and so abandon war forever. Nonviolence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages.
Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel Brainstorming Quotes and spend 5 minutes for your sake to read the most famous brainstorming quotes, motivational, inspirational and success quotes daily to get empowered instantly to do the undone and achieve your dreamed goal surely. Thank you.
Brainstorming Quotes. Read daily, achieve success surely.